Hello and welcome back to Anti-Depressing. This is the show where we talk about everything from liturgy
to Lexapro.
I'm Jasmine Joubert.
And I'm Chanel Shaw. Ooh, we're introducing ourselves.
I feel like we should.
I love that. Yeah.
It needs to happen.
Since yesterday when you were like, I don't know if people know our names.
People know our names.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not positive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who's to say?
So Jasmine, how the heck are you doing? What's life?
I'm doing so good. Chanel and I went on our, I don't know, what should we call it? Biannual date.
Love.
We do the same thing. We're creatures of habit. You know how people talk when they're like been married for a long time?
Yeah.
We just do the same thing.
But we find
just like
comfort
to do
in
the
it.
same. We love going to the
peace in
same restaurant, going to the same place for dessert. We love our routine. But that is Chanel and I. So if you know us, you know that if we are on our girl date night, we are going to bake chop into land. For Florida people, go. Treat
So
yourself.
good.
Split the boulevard sandwich with sweet potato fries and plantains. This is like, I'm giving them the secret
same
sauce.
order. Yeah,
this
please.
is same order every time. We share it every time. This time we got some interesting sauces that really upped our game. It's phenomenal. So we went on our date last night and then got custard after, and life is just good. We were celebrating my soon to be 30, which is crazy, and our like farewell tour of Florida before I move.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if we talked about that on the pod.
No,
have
we have not. But I mean, you've cracked it open just a little bit. The door is open.
I
If
know.
You wanted
Do you
want
to talk about it? This affects you the most.
You know what? I am
would
an
say.
external processor, so maybe this would be good for me.
Maybe you should share.
So Jasmine,
if you're
and
a
her
therapist listening,
yeah,
feel free to hit up Chanel. She needs
diagnose
some
me.
help.
So Jasmine and her family, they are moving to Wisconsin. You might think, Wisconsin, why is that? Well,
In
they're
what world?
originally from there. So that makes sense. Okay.
Or I am at least.
Jasmine is at
Yeah.
least. And so they've done a world tour of where each member of their family's from. So they've lived in Louisiana for her husband, and they're going to settle down hopefully in Wisconsin. And so just, it's easier for them for life, and the kids can be near their family, and it's just better. But how am I handling that? Who's to say? Well, who's to say? I don't know. At this point, well, as it gets closer, pretty unwell. I've spent the last 3 days here. So
She has been living at our house rent free.
So I am just kind of, a little sad. But, it's when you're happy for your friend because it's better for them. But at the same time, am I going to miss coming over and eating with them and hanging out? Yeah. But, the most important thing is anti-depressing will not change.
We will continue. We will be virtual dates every week.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a different vibe, you guys. We're going to try our best. That's why our last couple have been in person, because we're trying to soak up all the in-person energy before we are virtual podcasters. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, but it's really a journey. So just happy to still have you guys here for now.
A few more weeks of bliss, you guys.
That is horrible.
It is horrible.
So yeah,
it's less than a month.
Anyway,
now.
somebody check on me. I feel like I want to be like,
somebody check on her. Call her.
Yeah, I can't. So.
Call her. She's not okay.
I'm not.
And in honor of us like celebrating our friendship, we're really taking it back to our roots with both wearing Alive and You Swag. Did not coordinate.
Alive and You Swag.
I came downstairs and you were already wearing it, and I was wearing this, and I was like, "This is what it is."
Woo, the best camp in the land.
The best camp in all the land, which Chanel will maybe make one appearance at this summer, possibly, depending on the pilgrimage route.
Yeah.
But I'll be there. So if you'll be there, let's
hang
out.
Listen
It'll
to
be
our
so
pod
fun.
before. Love.
It'll be so fun. But I mean, does that cover the range of how you are? Do you want to give
does.
any more life updates?
No, I think that honestly does.
That's
how am I
consuming your
doing? I mean,
whole
I've pretty much been here
personality.
for 3 days. So I think that's pretty much how I'm doing. So
Yeah, the people get it.
yeah. So yeah, had a fantabulous meal last night. Picked up some custard for Jasmine's husband. So bourbon bacon caramel custard. So
How crazy, you guys.
yeah, we picked up the largest tub of it. So here's hoping that he likes it. Because
I grabbed the small one and Chanel was like, be serious. Put it back and grab the big one. We're all going to want some of this.
yeah, we're all going to want some over the next couple weeks, And so here's hoping that you guys actually like the way it tastes, because we really committed to it. But regardless, we're having fun.
We're having fun. We're still having fun, and you're still the one.
That
That's
I
such a
turned
good
to.
song.
It
That
is.
should be. Okay.
It really is.
You guys, do you want to hear some antidepressing Catholic news?
I would love to.
So this is like antidepressing Catholic news / a story. It's kind of both. Okay. Harrison Butker did an interview with Catholic News Agency, which is great. We wish it was with us, but congrats. It's great. It's really good.
Who's to say allegedly that we could have done it better?
Who's to say that we still won't? There it is. But we're really excited because they got to the heart of who he is as a person, who he is as a professional athlete, and they did not miss. They asked him about Taylor Swift. Like, they went for it. And I was like, that's, they knew what the people wanted and they delivered. And so whoever was the journalist, interviewist,
thank you.
Interviewer.
Yeah.
Congrats. You did a good job.
You did it. You did what needed to be done.
The theme of this interview is marriage and family, which isn't at all.
Pretty on brand. Pretty on brand.
Isn't that
but also
the theme of life?
Yeah.
But it's great. He said if he could give advice to anybody, he said this at his graduation speech at Georgia Tech, get married and start a family. He's telling everybody, do it, get married and start a family. And he said a lot of beautiful things. One of my favorite things from the interview, one of my favorite quotes, he said, it's something that we struggle with, I think, a lot of times to go outside our comfort zone and to say, you know what? God has called me to be a leader and to lead by example. I'm going to lead my household and I'm going to lead outside the world where I'm evangelizing. But that's something that I'm very passionate about. And I think that's so beautiful because I do think that's what he's doing. Like in a very subtle, he's not an in-your-face, I'm an athlete and I believe in Jesus kind of person. There's a lot of people like that, There's a lot of people like in your face and we're like, we get it. You're the quarterback and you believe in Jesus. Like Taylor's old as we get it. And that's amazing. And thank you for using your platform. But I do think, one, there's something subtle about being the kicker on a football team. There's something subtle. You're not in a lot. People really only notice you when you make a mistake. Like if a kicker makes a field goal, it's like, yeah, that's your whole job. Congrats. But if they miss, it's like, well, why do we even have this guy? I do think it's like a very interesting position. And so already he's kind of subtle on the field. And then in his faith life, he's like, I'm open to talking about being Catholic. I'm ready. But he's just like, seems like just kind of a chill dude about it.
He does.
But something I thought was so beautiful in his interview, he talked about, remember at their parade after the Super Bowl, that Catholic young woman, mom, Lisa Lopez, was killed in the shooting. And she was a huge Harrison Butker fan. And so he sent the jersey he wore in the Super Bowl to her family so that she could be buried in his jersey, which I just think is so beautiful and like a testament to who he is. Like there were a lot of moments in this interview that I was like, this is beautiful. And I'd heard that before, but hearing him talk about it is just really cool.
It's
like
just
hearing
really,
how humble
really
he was
absolutely
about that whole thing. Do you have any thoughts about that before I share more about the interview?
No, I mean, like, rest in peace, Lisa Lopez. And I mean, it really is just so beautiful to honor her in that way because that's, she showed up to honor him in excitement. And so, yeah, just what a beautiful thing and a beautiful way to remember her. So
yeah, it's a really great gift. Yeah. And shout out to Chanel. As you know, her job is planning the Eucharistic pilgrimage or multiple routes of it. And he talked about the Eucharistic revival. It says, Butker said, the truth about the Eucharist can't be promoted enough. I think a lot of Catholics who prioritize adoration and time with our Lord in daily mass and daily communion and confession, I think they see this big growth in their spiritual life because they're allowing themselves to fully immerse themselves in the church and her sacraments. I'm very excited for the Eucharistic Congress. Was he hinting?
See you there.
Is he supposed to be there?
Is he supposed to be there?
He must be there.
I don't know. Honestly, I should
check.
Why
would he be excited about it if he isn't coming?
Right? Yeah. I'll see you there.
He's going to be at YCP. He's going to be at the Eucharistic Congress. He's like the new Mark Wahlberg.
Whoa. Step
look
aside.
Out. Is he though?
Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up. Relax. Mark, we still love you, but it does feel like he's being invited to all the stuff now. And honestly, this is great.
Watch your back,
I love
Mark.
It.
Stay
Watch
prayed
your
up.
back. Stay super prayed up so you don't get replaced. It's dog eat dog out here. They're like, we can only have one male celebrity at these Catholic events. We cannot afford both. So you better look out.
We're really coming for their necks. I mean, we have really been
It's like as if we think they listen to this.
But you know what? Honestly, you guys, That's
But we're excited for Harrison.
we are excited.
Harrison.
And a rant for
we're excited for Harry.
We're excited for Harry.
Harry deserves this.
Because it's, it's good. He knows that he has a platform that is like seen right now. And he's like, hey, something that I want to do is just let people know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which is good in a way that he's like, okay, I'm not diluting the truth.
Yep.
He's
very like, this is it.
This is
I'm
just
not going to make
am.
it like cutesy.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is it.
And
I like it. I'm excited that he's promoting the Eucharistic Revival. We're so here for this. And then the moment you've all been waiting for, they obviously asked him about Taylor Swift. And he said that he described her as so humble and so gracious when he first met her at the New Year's Eve party. So sweet. And then he said, I was a little nervous to meet Taylor Swift. I mean, it's Taylor Swift, so maybe I'm a quote unquote Swiftie. He's claiming it for himself. If I was nervous to meet her, but it was a great experience, and I can't say enough great things about her. And I hope she and Kelsey get married and start a family. We do too. She got chills.
He's like, let's circle back to the main point of this interview.
The main point, the beginning and the end, the alpha and omega is marriage and family. He's like, you guys should do it. I should. Taylor and Travis should. Everybody should be getting married and having a family. And so that's the word of the day. That's the good news of the day from our boy, Harry B.
And for all my single baddies out there, we should get together and form a petition for Harry to fund a Catholic matchmaker or something.
That's so true.
I mean, because if
he could be our sponsor for the Catholic Bachelor. He literally wants people to get married and start a family.
And if you want it, make it happen, dude.
Then make it happen. Put up the funds. That is actually such a good idea. People would watch that show. Like Harrison Butker.
I feel like we should stop talking about it.
Oh, that's true. Don't take it from us. Don't take it from us.
I think
How do you like patent? How do you patent?
I don't know, but
I'm saying right now on the air, this was my idea.
Right now,
don't take it.
If someone takes it, they're going to splice out this part. We've said it
I know
too
they
late.
are, but we have a great manager, and he is not going to let this get taken from us.
So that's it.
We said it first, and it's a great idea.
We'll be giving your people a call, Harry.
We'll be giving your people a call. We'll be finding you at YCP.
Can't wait.
Look out.
Love.
Okay, on that like dooming note, you ready to do
I am absolutely.
Oh no. Oh, it's on. It's quiet.
All right, you guys. We were a little delayed here. Yeah, but that's okay.
That was our best effort.
So for our first story,
yes,
today we're hitting y'all hot with two really good stories. Usually we got 4. Today we might have 3. I don't know. We'll see. But
what do we have the capacity
our first
for?
story is about what would you name your kid if it's a trend that's going viral, context. And it's all about what would you name your kid if the name wasn't already another word. Okay. So
do you want me to read you from some of my favorites from Reddit?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that I think that makes sense to people. So basically the trend is think of some words that you would think as cute baby names, but you can't really use them because of their meanings, right? So comb, tea, mop, right? Would be cute.
Tea would be cute.
But like, would you name your kid Tea?
No.
Okay. So like, see? So, okay. So here we go. All right. So Jasmine, what are some of yours? Yeah.
Clove, which honestly, I feel like people would name their kid that. Like I don't think that's that weird.
Olive,
but I like this person is very fun because they say like that's like Chloe meets Maeve. Like I love that. Celery, like Celine meets Mallory.
Oh,
okay. Melon, like Melanie meets Ellen.
Mel, yeah, hey Mel.
Mel, Almond, like Aiden meets Edmund. Coriander.
Hey,
Coriander, I feel like actually would be cute. Like
Coco.
It says like Corey meets Alexander. Like that's a strong man name, Coriander. Eclair, like Claire.
Yeah, Eclair.
But like Eloise.
Oh,
Eclair.
I love Eloise, man.
Asparagus. Sounds like Augustus.
Hey, Spare.
You could call him Gus.
Hey, Gus.
Call him Perry.
Asparagus. Asparagus. I like that.
Which I like it. One of my favorites is agony. I love it.
Agony. I just feel like
Agony.
if you didn't know what agony was,
if you didn't know what that
be
means,
like,
wouldn't you think that's a
agony.
good name?
What's up, Ags? Hey,
I love
Ag.
it. Do you have any favorites?
I
I have a few more. These are so funny.
Minnow.
Minnow is cute. It's a pretty name.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's really
right. I love it. How about I like, let's see, Prairie.
Prairie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Prairie's cute.
Prairie's cute.
Uh-huh.
How about Vendetta?
Vendetta? Oh.
Why is it pretty?
Vendetta.
Little Eddie?
Whoa. I actually don't hate Vendetta.
Etta is a pretty little
Etta.
nickname.
I know a little girl with her nickname is Etta.
Consider it, you
What
guys.
about
Oh no. I'm so scared.
I just saw diarrhea. I think.
Why would that people be like Riri? Little Rhea?
Yeah, little Rhea, little Riri,
Little Dee
little
Dee?
Di. For you know what? For any listeners whose name is diarrhea, it's beautiful. And so I like diarrhea, praline.
What about omelet?
Omelette?
Omelet?
I feel like
Letty?
people would say omelette.
Letty?
Letty. Hey,
These
Letty.
are great nicknames.
Yeah, omelette. Like,
Omelette?
honestly, if you named your kid Letty, like if you only said,
If you only
hey,
said
this
Letty.
is Letty, and someone said, do you have like a full name or is Letty your full name? And they'll be like, no, my name's Omelette.
When you say it like that, that's not bad.
That kind of
What
doesn't
about-
sound bad.
Make this one good.
Oh, God. Harlot. Okay, let's see. Harlot.
Har, little har.
I feel like little har. Little har. That sounds worse. That is worse. Oh gosh. What about there's
These are so
evidence. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh, you can do
felony.
felony.
I actually think felony.
I've actually heard that, and you know that's a bummer because if it wasn't something so bad, I
That's a
kind of like
bummer.
felony.
It's a good name.
Felony. Hi, this is little felony.
That's so funny.
Felony.
Chalice.
Little Chalice.
Chalice is a pretty name. I
Little
feel like a
Chalice.
Catholic out there would name their kid
I
Chalice.
like Cayenne.
Cayenne is cute.
Cayenne's not that bad. Little Marigold, but Marigold, like people are actually named Marigold.
People name that.
and actually, like that's a Advil.
Advil.
I feel like Advil's like not that bad.
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Mhm.
It's something about the like. Ooh, it just
Ooh,
sounds
yeah, it's
like
mis-
rhythmic.
It's like whimsical.
Yeah, whimsical. What magnesium?
Magnesium. Magnesium is so good.
I like
Little
that
Maggie.
I like that one. I
Magnesium.
feel like for when you and Steven have another baby, you guys should consider some of these names.
Consider magnesium.
Yeah, I think you should.
I feel like all of these are girl. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess felony could be a boy. Or
no, felony. I actually like.
It gives melody.
Okay,
though.
you guys, I'm gonna say on the record that I like felony. I think that. Oh,
I like.
whoa! Don't take it out of context. Whoa!
We're saying
Someone's
a lot
gonna
of things
AI
today.
generate me.
We're saying a lot of
me
things.
saying
today.
like I like felonies. No.
Yep.
I like the name felony. I don't
That's
think
fair.
that's a bad name. If
What about
it was not
chlorine?
felony.
Chloe?
Yeah, a little little chlorine. Oh gosh, like garage.
Some of these I cannot say out loud because I have friends who've actually named their child this.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that funny? like,
For sure.
like
yeah,
we have a friend. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Jalapeno. Pretty name.
Jalapeno.
Pretty
I kind
name.
of like that one. There's
Mhm.
probably someone named jalapeno, which honestly,
Chandelier.
delicious. Chandelier. Shonda. Hey,
That's
Sean.
pretty.
Hey,
Mhm.
Shonda. Let's see. Meadow. I feel like there's probably
I
actually
know.
in
I
real
babysat
life.
a kid named Meadow.
Meadow.
I actually think it's kind of pretty.
Yeah, that's actually not bad at all.
That one's not as bad.
Let's see. Twins. You can name them Tragedy and Calamity. That's wow.
That's the best
See,
one.
like if they both, I just really think
That's
we
the
could be
best
going
one.
forever, you guys. And
and we want to hear yours. Like, what are your names that you're like? I would totally use this if it was in a
didn't have
household
another name.
item. Like, I don't know, spatula. Like, what are your names
Because it's
that
just
you're like?
really,
I would totally use that.
It's just like a bummer,
It's a bummer that some of these are words. They shouldn't have made words out of names that things that could be names.
Yeah.
They shouldn't
People
do
are
that.
saying locket. Locket's coming up a lot.
Locket, I could see people really using.
Yeah, which like I kind of.
But people use household items as like celebrities name their kids Apple. You know?
Yeah, which is like not bad.
It's a thing.
All right, one more.
It's a thing. Give me one more good one.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole list of them.
I'm looking around the room. I'm like, does anything inspire me?
Let's see.
Oh, harmonica. I feel like that'd be a
okay. That's actually
name.
not bad. Harmonica.
It's essentially
because
harmony
Monica
and Monica.
Har.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
no, it's Harlot and Monica. You keep you keep wanting to be like, yeah, any kind of harlot. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, people are saying I had an aunt named T, which honestly, like, I like T.
I feel like T's a good nickname.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the last one that I saw that I like is agriculture. And I think
agriculture is so good. It's so good.
And I think that agriculture would be just a full committing to.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And I don't hate it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's so hard to pick child names. I mean, I've named 2 children and it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to like judge whatever name you pick because it's not the name they would have picked or whatever. I think the bravest soldiers on earth are people who tell people in advance what they're naming their kid. I think what a life to tell people and then have months of them telling you they don't like the name you chose. Whereas once the baby's out, like nobody's going to say that.
Nobody's going
to say that once it's out. They can't. Like you put it on the birth certificate, it's over.
To say it.
Yeah, they're not going to say it. What they're going to say it to you when you're postpartum and then they're holding your cute baby.
And they're like,
because like you're done holding my baby if you say you don't like it. You know, like
Felony.
That's it. No one's gonna say they don't like the name Felony if you don't tell them before the baby's born. Just name them after.
Oh my god!
Just name them after. Don't open yourself up to that kind of judgment. You know,
little Lily.
Nini.
Honestly, Felony might be not a horrible middle name. You know, Patrick Felony James. Ooh, cowboy. Doesn't sound bad. Okay, I'm honestly.
It sounds like a name they would have given to like an old timey criminal, though. It does.
Yeah.
Like they just like put it like
my name
put it
was
in the middle.
My Jasmine Felony Jobert. It's like wow. You know?
Like that's
it.
That's good.
I'm gonna ask your husband if he likes that name.
Okay, say it seriously though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
oh, you know what we should do is like just bring this list to him and be like, what do you think about these names?
What do you think about these names? And be like, why are you guys this way?
Why are you telling me
think of the name
Felony?
Agriculture? Yeah.
That one hits.
Yeah.
That one hits. So yeah, you guys, let us know what your favorite obscure names are.
Our question for this week will be, what is a name that you really like that if it wasn't already something else, you would name your kid it? Your hypothetical kid,
think about
your real
it.
Kid,
think about it. We want to hear your answers.
Can't wait to hear it.
We love that.
It. Wow.
What's our next story?
Our next story,
truly don't remember.
Yeah, our next story is all about, it's coming back up about Tom Holland talking about his sobriety. And Tom Holland has really been opening up about his sobriety and what a gift it was because he had a pretty intense addiction to alcohol. And he did dry January, which some of us listening probably already did it. Dry January, where you don't partake in alcohol for the whole month of January, is kind of a New Year's resolution combo, just kind of internal challenge. But he was talking about how he noticed in February that he would be waking up and be like, gosh, I kind of miss alcohol still. Like, I feel like I need it. And then he was like, okay, kind of got somewhat through February and thought, I'm going to just take some more time off. And I'm going to just kind of extend it all the way until June. And so he's just been like, I'm just going to keep rocking and rolling. And things have been going really well.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's like, it's actually going
look at him
really
now.
well.
That was last January, right? Yeah. It's been like a year and a half now almost.
And he's still rocking and rolling. So that conversation has been coming back up as many young adults and the like have been having conversations about sobriety and knowing yourself and taking breaks from things that might be taking too much of your attention and time. You know, specifically in this case, alcohol, but in many cases, it might just be like media. It might just be like overworking. It might be overconsumption, right? Shopping, whatever it is. There's something that you need to get sober from. And that's the word. So
that is the word.
That is the word.
I like that. What an appropriate thing to bring up during Lent. Like there's something you need to give up.
Yeah. And what is that?
Something that you might be better without, you know? I love that. I'm happy for Tom Holland. I know this is a big move in our generation to kind of step back from drinking and step back from maybe like vices necessarily and try to like have clarity of mind. And I really think that's like a beautiful movement. I think it's hard depending on what family you're in or what the culture is of your friend group.
Yep.
But I think the people that love you genuinely and want the best for you will always support you if you make a move in a direction towards sobriety or giving up something else that is like a vice that's keeping you from mental clarity, from peace, from the Lord, whatever it is. And I think it's always worth evaluating that, taking a little month break, seeing how you feel, and just kind of checking in with your body, with your soul, just checking in, seeing how you do without that thing that maybe is preventing you.
Do a little check.
Just do a little check. Really evaluate it.
The word.
And that's on peace.
That's on peace. You guys, don't worry, because next week is the finale of The Bachelor, and we'll be back. And
we won't be back next week, actually, because it's Good Friday.
But
the week after that,
but the week after, we're going to talk about
the finale.
it. Yeah, and so you might have thought to yourself, "Gosh, man, I wish this week's episode was like so much longer." Well, don't you worry about it, because when we come back, we're getting back on our 40-minute flow, our 35-minute flow.
We always say it's a 30 to 35. A lot of weeks it's like 45 to 50. Some weeks it's 26.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to do more than we feel like we physically have to say. And we're not going to do less than we feel like we physically have to say. Wherever the Lord pulls us in a day is where we
75-minute flow. 2 weeks from now, see you guys there.
I would be asleep.
But the core is that we love y'all.
The world is depressing.
But we are not.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you guys soon. Mwah.